We're actually trying a video here. We're going to kind of give you some sense of what we're doing. We're going to be looking at the first phase of your site preparation, and this is really kind of cool. And I'll tell you why as we move along. This is your property, and this is what it looks like before we do our biomass harvesting. What you have is a large accumulation of just a lot of woody material that's in the way. We've got to get rid of it somehow. Historically, we got rid of this through pushing and piling, and I'm going to show you at the very end of this video some of the piles that are a good example of what we're not going to do. So these are some individual photos. You can see we've got a lot of laurel oaks, we have a lot of water oaks, but they're all small diameter. Just woody vegetation that's just kind of there, which won't do us any good, and we got to get rid of it. So, welcome to the biomass plant that we now have in Gainesville, Florida. It's really going to be an asset to you because all those trees you see sticking up there, we can actually get rid of them now. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a chipper and some semi-trucks with some chip trailers. This is one of the chip trailers that will be hauling the material that we're harvesting from your property into the biomass plant as fuel wood. So we back the trailer up to a ramp. You can see we've got a knuckle boom loader, and that yellow thing standing right behind that guy is our bandit chipper. And once we have everything squared away, we bring in the skidder. The skidder is bringing material from your property to the ramp. Behind that skidder, you can't see it on the film, there's a feller puncher, kind of a machine that comes in and does the best job we can at harvesting as much of the woody material. Look at all the leaves, look at all the vines, look at all the just general vegetative junk that's in that grapple. And all that's going to go in the chipper. That's all going to go off your property. So we're kind of excited about this reforestation technique because it's new to our area. We've not been able to utilize this really until just the last year. All right, so the skidder is going to bring the material around and drop it by the chipper. The knuckle boom loader with the grapple picks the material up, feeds it into the chipper, and a big drum just grinds this stuff up into fuel wood, and we blow it into the trailer at an amazing rate. If we do a really good job, we will probably get about 45 loads to maybe 50 loads on a really good week of material, and we're going to be on your property for a couple of weeks. You got a lot of stuff, man. So after we get all the material worked up, I want to just mention something that the pushing and piling that you'll see at the very end of this video, and there goes the skidder going back in another load of material. So the piles at the very end are your neighbor's piles. Meanwhile, here's what your property looks like when we get finished. You can see that we still have some vegetation. You see gallberry, you see saw palmetto, you see a lot of the understory vegetation there. That is the material that still needs to be controlled, and we're going to do that through chopping, which will be the next phase. But the chopper can go faster, so that decreases your cost per acre in the chopping. And by eliminating piling, we actually increase the amount of plantable acres that you have. And the best part, this is the part I like, the topsoil that you're going to see in the photos, look right there. See, there's a bunch of topsoil mixed in with that. And so the old system of piling takes all the topsoil off your property and puts it into, takes it off your land and puts it into those piles. So we eliminate moving the topsoil. We keep the material where it's supposed to be on the ground, and voila, we have get started with your very first reforestation. Let me know what you think of this video. See ya.